fun, happy?
Well, I think there was a lot. We were kids that, well, I'm the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
So my mother was like 16 when four kids by the time she was like 20.
Mm-hmm.
She tried her best, and like, I mean, she had spirit, okay? She would take us into stores and put coats on us, to keep us warm. And then we met my stepfather, and he was pretty violent. He had, my mother was an alcoholic. He was a rageaholic. So as a child, me and my brother, we both ended up with post-traumatic stress from beatings. Like real beatings, beatings.
Wow, it's
So
like
in the 70s, they said it was okay that people got hit, but some of us really got it, and I mean, it wasn't normal. And I actually sued my parents and the Board of Education and the Children's Aid and 3 idiots in Oshawa or Mississauga. Because they all my life I'm one of those people that has to have resolve. And the thing is that in my life I have to say I've been through hell, like pure hell. I mean, we all have a story. Mine involves sexual abuse, child pornography, physical, excruciating pain. I mean, my brother and I would laugh because, some kids would say, verbal abuse hurts more. That's nuts, okay? That really is sometimes. But as you get older, it's the truth.
It's true, because verbal means that you carry it with you. You carry it in your mind with you every day. It's something that we as human beings should understand, that sometimes what we say really has an impact on people's lives throughout their lives. Because as long as you can have a memory, you can always remember when somebody abused you or hurt you or just upset you and did bad things to you. You can always remember these things. So that's why it's strange that we carry this with us for life. And it can be very damaging with us just carrying that with us. But it's very hard to forget when people have done you wrong or hurt you, and you really thought that you were a good person, or you came from a good background, or you try to be a good person.
Or you loved them anyways.
Yeah, there you go. Now, when did you know what was the first thing that triggered any issues that you had? What was the first thing, whether it was the mental, the sexual, the family? What was it? When did you know that you had a problem?
When my stepfather came into my life and the physical beatings. It was pretty carefree before that. Poor, okay, dirt poor, but my mother sort of made it a game and made it fun somehow. She'd literally go out and play Peter Pan and get sheets and, food. But as I got older, I want to say with this time we have, I had success in my life after all of this. I felt, I went to a therapist. I spent a lot of money, unfortunately that was then. I could do it now for free. There's so much out there. But, I did, and I faced all that.
Did it
I have
help
to
you?
say, yes, it did. When I have an intrusive memory or a flashback, and, you just go back there, I try to have the memory, but then I find a good memory as well, okay, to sort of make it even. The thing is, I don't want to be a survivor, Larry. I want to be a thriver.
Okay.
I want joy and happiness, and I really fight for it. Through drug addiction, through loss, through beatings, through mental stuff, through sexual abuse, through rape, through mental illness, through being institutionalized, to being trapped inside, rape inside in the violence, and having to turn, to survive. And then get out and find your soft self again, your the self that can be soft and also have strength.
Okay.
And it's not, well, I have to say honestly, I'm not a religious person, but I do pray. I ask for the willingness to be willing, sometimes to even be willing. And I quit smoking, I got off drugs, I got off methadone. I'm not bitter and I'm not angry. To me, that's success. When
That
the
is
memories
success.
come up,
That
though,
is
I let
success.
them out, and that part of me will, but then it's out.
Sherry, it's funny. I like what you just said, because you know what to be honest, what that just told me is that you took control of your life. You took control of your destiny and the issues. You just took control of those things. And that is something a lot of people don't do. But you know what? Looking at you, I can see that it's real. That you've overcome a lot of the hurdles, because I can see it in your face. And I know sometimes we can hide things, but you can never hide things when they really hurt you.
Right.
No matter how much of a mask you put on. And trust me, I've been through a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. But this is your story. I'll tell mine sometimes for you guys, okay? But I am glad to see that you are strong, you're healthy, and you got a new addition to the family, didn't you?
Oh, yes, I did.
She got a new
I've
addition
been
to
trying
the
to
family.
be subtle.
So, and
yes.
she told me, like in the summertime, she was going to take care of something that she was insecure about, and something that I deal with all the time. And y'all know what I'm talking about, these two things. And she just had a little bit of a boost. Yeah, see, the girls are up.
Yes.
So I'm glad to see. I mean, sometimes we talk about making things, doing things in our life that makes us feel better and look better. And you actually did it. Now that's amazing. And I saw it when we first were doing the first talking about how the show was going to go. And I saw them. I didn't want to say anything. Then you brought it. You said, you don't see anything. And I was like, I saw them. I just. I didn't want to be intrusive.
Yes.
But I'm glad to see. So, are you happy? Are you happy now, Sherry? No, let me ask this question first. Were you ever in a relationship? Were you ever married?
Oh, yes, I've been married twice. I'm still married. I've been separated for 15 years. I've been married since I was 19. Libra, signs, we are marriage. Okay.
So what kind of men are you attracted to?
Kind, easier going, but strong. And also on the ball. Like he has to have sort of his lights on. I don't expect him to
lights on, man, lights on.
Yeah.
Now, looking at your pages, you seem like you like guys that are rock and roll looking, or more of a country and western kind of.
Well, maybe a little in between. I've been sort of with somebody, but in the last couple of years we've just, worked out a really great friendship. And that man, his face, people can judge, but to me, I've seen pretty boys. I've seen rock and roll. Of course, there's beauty, really handsome out there, and you just like. But this man, his face, through my eyes, is perfect beauty.
So do you like you like musicians?
Yes. Well, yes, because I need them. I'm a musician.
Okay, wonderful. Now, being a musician, let's say, can you do a little song or a little something for us to show us what you went through? Just give us a little taste.
Okay. I guess the best song that I can use to represent, I'll just sing. Them that's got shall give, them that's not shall lose. So the Bible says, and it still is news. Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that got his own. The strong gets more, where the weak ones fade. Empty pockets don't ever make the grade. Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that got his own. Money, you got lots of brands hanging round your door, but when it's gone and spinning hills, they don't come no more. Rich relations give crust of bread and size. You can't help yourself, but don't take too much. Mama may have.
Wonderful. That's amazing.
You know,
oh my God.
that's a Billie Holiday song.
That's great, though. I love
I
that.
love
Oh my
her.
God, you're so good. And I could feel that you were feeling. You felt the song. You felt it.
Yeah.
So the way you sang it, it was strong, powerful. You know, you took control of it. So I think that explained to everybody how she's feeling these days. Things are in a positive direction and going well for Miss Sherry Page. Now, I just want to say that for people out there dealing with mental illness,
yes,
where would you suggest they go? What would be the first thing you think they should do once they recognize they have a problem?
They've got to first get an opinion, and then they can get proactive for themselves and do research. I've been through since my 30th birthday. It's been about 5 years, but I'm telling you, Stephanie, I have been through years in hospitals because I never wanted to take some of their medications, their antipsychotics, because in truth, for mental illness people, it's like a Lobotomy and a pill. Like, I didn't want to play guitar, sing, draw, write, nothing, except watch TV. And I didn't even feel too bad about it. So, but something was missing. So I took control. I read, I found out what I needed, and through all these years I've learned my medications. I'm bipolar schizoaffective, but I found out through CAMH. Okay,
a great
that
place.
they did finally I had seizures every time I lost it, and I'd say for 20 years I think they're like connected, but nobody would do anything until CAMH. And then I found out that I had temporal lobe epilepsy. And then I did research on it. And then I thought, oh, geez. And then I thought, ignore it. Just be. Take the medication for it and be. And that's what I do. And a lot of my medications, I don't even notice I'm on them. I don't have the lag and the side effects. But I do have to say that I have lost more friends to suicide and violent death through mental illness than through drug addiction or anything else. And it is a sad thing because we go into the hospitals, we make friends, when we get out we separate. Okay, to me it was a part 2 in my life. Firstly, though, when they told me I was manic depressive, I thought, nah, it's too good to be true that I had a